こんにちは、こんばんは、スンバルです。では引き続きバットマンアーカムナイトやっていこうと思います。さあ、アイビーの話で、この前回ちょっと日本語音声だったと思うんですけど、今回ちょっとオリジナル英語音声にしてます。っていうのも、ちょっとね、収録外でちょっとオリジナル英語を一応やっとこうと思ってそれをやってたんですけど、個人的になんかこっちの方がしっくりくるなと思って一応こっちの方にしてみました。じゃあちょっと話してみよう。
Locking me up is a sign of desperation, Batman. I can see it in your eyes. You're afraid.
We have outlying patrols searching for Scarecrow in Bristol, Kingston, Gresham, Otisburg.
次の目的が
Screw you. Damn bureaucrats. We're on our own. We can handle it, Jim. What's the latest? We've got incidents cropping up all over the city. Cash, give us a rundown.
All right, let's see. First up, we've lost contact with the fire crew from Station 17. We've got their last known coordinates, but they're not going to survive out there on their own for long. Then there's this. It's a strange one. Body turned up. We didn't have long to look before the evacuation, but the forensics boys seemed freaked out. Real nasty. Also, we've had several sightings of the Riddler creeping around the train yard. Knowing that guy, he's gotta be up to no good.
Look, I know you're busy, but anything you can do to help is going to save lives. Don't worry, Jim. I have someone working a lead on Scarecrow. I'll see what I can do. Good to hear. I've got a skeleton crew searching Gotham South and West. I'm gonna join him when I'm done here. We're gonna find that son of a bitch. Fernandez, it's Gordon. Give me an update.
ミッション選択。ミッション選択画面を使い、ゴッサムシティでの次のターゲットを選べ。スーパーヴィラン。で、なるほど。これがメインミッション。どうしようかな。じゃあこれいってみますか。事件の概要。行方不明の17号ステーションの消防隊員の居場所を突き止め救出せよ。目印を設置。
I'll find that missing fire crew.
Good luck out there, Batman.
Okay.
Come on, answer the phone, damn it. Yep, poor bastard. He ain't gonna be able to live with himself when he finds out what he did.
Hey, Batman! I guess Scarecrow gave you the slip. You broke my wrist for nothing! He's got... Oh!
バットマンには逆らえねえな。
This thing's had a serious upgrade. Air support saw it turn into some kind of tank.
Nice. Don't get too close. He's here. Back up.
で、登る。なるほど。
Good evening, Mr. Wayne. I hope the car's performing to your high expectations.
Actually, Lucius, she's a little sluggish.
I had a feeling you'd say something like that. Give me a few moments, and I'll bring the afterburner function online.
Thanks, Lucius. It was good of you to stay behind.
You want to thank me, Mr. Wayne? Just try not to hurtle off the road. I should have some more upgrades ready soon.
羊みたいな。これでもいいよね。この道路に目的地までのルートが表示される。さあ、目的地に着いてきましたな。このいるか。言わなくてもいいんだよ。あれ。おう。おう。おう、起こしてあげるんや。ちょっとね、練習してきたんですよ。不運とか言いつつ結構食らっちゃったけど、もう大丈夫だ。
Batman. God, it's really you.
What happened here?
Our truck was attacked. The rioters dragged us out one by one. We were separated, taken away. Please, they're gonna kill us.
I'll save your crew. Wait here. I'll get a GCPD officer to pick you up.
うん。で、前回そのこれなんだっけ、グリップリングだっけした後になんかビューンってできる方法があったような気がするっていう話したんですけど、これなんかね、このクラップリンクっていうのをやってさらになんかなんかビューンって行く方法があった気がしたんだけど、あれね、できました。これね、これをねやりたかったんですよ。で、これは全体ね。でね、このミッションがね、ちょっと割と面白かったような気がするんで、これをちょっとやっていきましょう。
Someone killed, mutilated, and posed a body on Merchant Bridge. If I'm going to stop them, then I need to investigate the crime scene for clues.
そうで、マーキングしたところの付近にあえてね、コウモリのライトがねついてくれるんですよね。これもなかなか面白いですよ。さあ、付近まで来ましたよ。で、バットマンはあれなんだね、基本的に悪党には容赦ないんだな。さっきの檻の中でもそうだったけど逆らえないですね。降りる。なんかオペラチックなのが聞こえるね。 これか。
Alfred, I found the mutilated body Cash was talking about. I'm going to try and establish a cause of death. Blood tests reveal the cause of death was an overdose of painkillers leading to cardiac arrest. Also, the victim's fingerprints have been burned off with acid.
A rather unsavory demise.
That's not all. It's as though the subject's DNA has been corrupted somehow. There's insufficient information for me to cross-reference the database. I'll have to use the deep tissue scanner to analyze the body for distinguishing features and determine the victim's identity.
Right you are, sir.
深部組織スキャナー。あ、仮面かぶらされてんのかこれ。これオペラ座の怪人のやつかな。で、指紋消されてるって言ってたね。証拠を調べる。
Deformity on the left ear. Looks like a result of minor ear agenesis, a birth defect.
奇形なのかな、よくわかんない。あ、スキャンレベルを変更。あ、なるほどね。すっごい技術だねこれ。
A wedding ring in the lower intestine. The inscription reads Ophelia.
Ophelia. これが骨格ね。おう。人工の
The victim had a hip replacement. Scar tissue hasn't fully healed, so it must have been recent. Alfred, the victim's name is Anthony Lund. Hospital records show he suffered with alcoholism, most probably brought on by the breakdown of his marriage. The name on the ring, Ophelia, his ex-wife. He was last seen in Albuquerque, New Mexico. What's unusual is that they didn't go missing in Gotham. They were brought here and killed. Why? We need to track down whoever did this.
Might I suggest keeping an ear out for any more of that ghastly opera music? It sounds ominously like a calling card.
Deこれなあ、これもなんとなく覚えてんだけど、ちょっとやってみるか。
I'm going to the train yard. Nigma's planning something. He always is.
Come on.すごい。
Hello there, Detective. Yes, it's me, your most feared nemesis, the Riddler. Congratulations are in order, for you have arrived early for this, the next generation of my riddles. I'm afraid the full particulars of my plan will have to remain unannounced for the time being. But I see no harm in rewarding the harmless little glimmer of initiative you have shown with a sneak peek, a preview, if you will, of the kind of conundrum I have in store. Well then, Detective, it begins. You are staring, with stupefied incomprehension, at a mechanism I have calibrated to respond to an extremely precise radar pulse. In a moment, I will give you the decrypted code, Dark Knight. Oh, but first, I think we should run through the ground rules for tonight's festivities. Rule the first. You will address me at all times as Riddler, the Riddler, or Mr. Nigma, sir. Otherwise, Detective, I expect your patented brand of churlish silence. Rule the second. All gauntlets, cowl-integrated microphones, and other communications devices, bat-themed or otherwise, are to be switched off prior to the start of the test. Should you be caught using any of these, you will be expelled from the course. Rule the third. The use of purpose-built riddle-solving equipment is strictly prohibited. I am familiar with the contents of your utility belt, Detective, and I will be evaluating any sudden additions over the course of this evening most suspiciously. Rule the fourth. In the event of fire or flood, I will be on hand to guide you to the nearest emergency exit. Assuming, that is, you are not too proud to follow my advice. In that eventuality, we will consider your stubbornly prideful suicide an admission of defeat. Rule the fifth. Do not ask for clues. Rule the sixth. Should I, in my exasperation, choose to provide you with a clue, hint, obliquely meaningful insult, or any other form of assistance, you will not ask for further elucidation, but instead thank me for my kind generosity, whilst adhering to the forms of address outlined in the very first rule. Rule the seventh. Bathroom breaks will be administered on a discretionary basis. Should we find ourselves at a pivotal moment in your arduous journey to self-realization and defeat, I expect you to hold it in. Rule the eighth. Any accidents resulting from my strict enforcement of the seventh rule are to be considered your fault entirely. Rule the ninth. You are required to recite back to me this full list of rules at any moment I request. Again, keeping in mind the naming conventions I outlined in the very first rule. Rule the 10th. I, the Riddler/Mr. Nigma, sir, reserve the right to add or announce further rules if and when they become necessary. Yes, I know what you're thinking, Detective. Mr. Nigma, sir, knows how to meticulously structure a good time. In any case, Detective, I'm getting rather tired of the way your stupidity forces me to outline the basics like this. So here's that code you've been waiting for. Let's see how long it takes for you to figure out how to use it.
長えし、なんかすごいね。口出しやな。
Well done, Dark Knight. Isn't life more satisfying when you do as you're told? Welcome to my racetrack, Detective. You must complete 3 circuits of this gauntlet, finishing each before the time limit expires. Come now, Detective. Let's put that grotesque ego-mobile to the test. Be ready, Dark Knight. There's more to this test than just going vroom, vroom, really fast.
あー、これな、なんか覚えがあるわ。
Tick-tock, Detective. Tick-tock.
そうそう、これなんかね、仕掛けを操作しながら。
Can that ramshackle motor handle this? faltering synapses keep up with my automatically adjusting course?
I'm disabling the afterburner's failsafe. I need the extra speed.
I'm shocked, Dark Knight. Is that really as fast as it goes? Let's work that undeveloped brain of yours.
Yosh. Phew.
Once more onto the track, Dark Knight. Once more.
Monsieur.
Now pay attention, detective. Go left. Oh, detective, what's that I hear? Is it time's winged chariot hurrying near? You're close, detective. Don't fumble now. Don't fumble now.
なんか1周目と仕掛け変わってないか。
Hurry up, detective. You stand marginally more of a chance of succeeding if you actually begin. Congratulations, detective. You have defeated me. Seriously, Dark Knight, I'm stunned, humiliated, utterly bested. Time I gave up, I think. Why don't you head on your way?
おお。で戻るの？そうそう、あのね、仕掛けをやったりね。
Did you really believe that a challenge designed by me, the Riddler, would be quite so easy? Oh, Dark Knight. You sweet, naive sentinel. Of course it wouldn't. Still, thanks to your unrelenting desire to showboat, I now have several hundred terabytes worth of performance data relating to that latest model of rocket-powered hearse you're driving. Naturally, I shall be using this data to calibrate further challenges and trials. I'll see you soon, detective. There's a lot more to come.
リドラーっていう人があれかな、本編でも本編というか原作っていうのかな、でも出てくるのかな。ペンギンとかっていうのをなんか聞いたことある気がする。じゃあ次これ行きましょう。
I'm heading to the clock tower to see what Oracle's found on Scarecrow's toxin.
Let's hope it's good news, sir.
空中にっていうか装置なんだけど。 よし、到着でクロックタワーに入るっつってもな、もう屋根やけど。で、操作モード。網膜スキャン。
Identity confirmed.
を使う。
Do I come in the Batcave, start messing with all your stuff?
You've managed to reduce the compound to its core elements.
But there's nothing in there that we can trace.
What if we'd been looking at this the wrong way? Instead of searching for the toxin, what if we focus on the manufacturing process?
Why didn't I see this? The reaction emits a unique radiation spike.
Run a scan of the city for this energy signature. It will show where Scarecrow is creating his fear toxin.
It'll take a few hours to bring the satellites into position.
We don't have enough time. I'll repurpose the antenna at the movie studios.
Bruce, I spoke to Dad. I hate lying to him. He'd kill me if he knew I was still in the city. He still blames himself for this.
We'll stop Scarecrow.
パネッサスタジオのアンテナを使い、スケアクロの居場所を特定。
Let me know when you've reached the antenna and I'll run a citywide scan for those radio waves.
うん。じゃあ一旦ここで、何これ？ザ・ゴースト・イン・グレイ。じゃあ一旦ここで、切りましょうかね。で、説明欄の方に、また違うアメコミヒーローのゲーム実況の方を上げておきますので、そちらもよろしければご視聴ください。ということで、ありがとうございました。